I know this is gonna be bad.
Yeah, bust down chain, that was 30 bands.
This just in. Extremely talented and or zesty rapper Lil Nas X is finally in the hot seat. And for once, it's not Satan's lap while wearing a full red thong and scarlet cornrows in his head. But that's neither here nor there. You guys send me this video in the DMs of the Discord, and our BlastphamousHD is here to check this mug out. More at 11, I think.
So Lil Nas X, I'm sure you're familiar with the name, and I'm sure you're familiar with the face. Lil Nas X, as we speak, is caught up in some controversy once again, and this time he's getting canceled for mocking Christianity. We touched on this topic a couple of weeks ago when Lil Nas X was making headlines for dropping a snippet of a song on his social media account where he was seemingly mocking Christianity. Or really, I wouldn't really say that he was mocking Christianity on that particular snippet, because in that snippet he was kind of talking to God through the lyrics. Give me hope when I feel less, he said on a snippet. And also, this was the more controversial part, he wore a shirt that said, if God doesn't exist, then who's laughing at us? ? So this entire story was hitting the headlines pretty hard a few weeks back. A lot of Christians were coming out and slamming Lil Nas X for this seeming mockery of Christianity. Now this entire thing was a part of a rollout for a record that he was apparently supposed to drop. So that's kind of what rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. Are you really coming on here seemingly mocking Christianity just to promote this music that you're about to drop? That's what a lot of people were saying, and that's why he got so much negative feedback. Now this song right here that he was supposed to drop has officially been released. It's titled J Christ, and it just dropped yesterday along with a music video. Now it was right after the cover to this J Christ record was announced by Lil Nas X that the backlash started coming in. If you're looking at the screen, here's the cover. If you're not looking at the screen, essentially Lil Nas X is on a cross. And that's the cover to this record that he just dropped. So this, along with the history of him seemingly mocking Christianity, essentially led to Lil Nas X, getting all this pushback from a lot of people, but more specifically from the Christian community. One of the more notable people who called Lil Nas X out was streamer Kai Cenat. Now Kai was, I'm guessing he was doing like a little stream on his platform, and essentially he decided to go off on Lil Nas X, and he said a couple things. So let me show you this clip right here.
No! Yo, Lil Nas X, you could eat my whole... I hate that, bro. Nah, that shit just popped up in my head, bro. That... Bro, nah, word of my mother, bro, God gonna handle you in the right way. I didn't even talk about that yet, bro. But look, God gonna handle you, bro. And you're... Bro,
what he did?
No, bro.
What he did?
No, bro. God gonna handle that. Real shit.
What he do?
Nah, bro, I'm not even gonna explain it, bro.
But, bro, no.
He's extremely disrespectful, bro. He disrespectful.
Okay, tell me how he disrespected, because, bro, you can't be on that bad timing. I'm just sitting in the corner now on bad timing.
Go on his page, bro.
Hey, yo.
He disrespect God himself. That's
Christianity?
crazy.
Like Christianity?
Yes, he disrespect the whole culture,
he was mocking it?
Yes, mocking.
So as you could hear, Kai Cenat went in. And this clip right here of Kai calling out Lil Nas X has been going super viral. Now, a lot of people were on Kai Cenat's side because from their perspective, Lil Nas X is definitely mocking Christianity, so fuck this guy. How we gonna let this guy do what he's doing?
I love Panini, man. Panini was my ish. Industry Baby is a good song, but it's a horrible music video if you super straight like I am, man. I could chill, I could be around and it's all good. But man, if any of them like try to like touch me or something, man, you know what I mean? I'm gonna have PTSD immediately. I'll slap a dude in the mouth. I've done it before.
Just for the sole purpose of promoting his music. That's blasphemy what he's doing. Ain't no way we're rocking with that. This guy better get canceled. Now, aside from the people who agree with Kai, there's also a lot of people on the other side who don't agree with Kai Cenat's perspective. And a lot of those people are just as loud as Kai. This one user who posted this tweet on Twitter that got over 10,000 retweets and over 110 likes said the following: Kai, respectfully, shut the hell up. You have all these other artists on your platform that promote killing, stealing, drugs, cheating, and not to mention, you just had a little ass kid on your stream that raps about killing. He's talking about that 9-year-old rapper Lil RT. I really despise what the industry is doing with that little child. It's absolutely disgusting. And this person, by the way, who posted a tweet, they're actually speaking facts because Kai did have him on his stream, and that little kid on Kai's stream did say that he's gonna rape a woman, which I thought was just, I mean, I don't want to talk too much about that kid, but it was absolutely disgusting. But finishing off this tweet, and not to mention, you just had a little ass kid on your stream that raps about killing. Y'all be picking and choosing what can slide. So this tweet right here is kind of like the highlight of all the responses summed together on Twitter. Just in general though, this is a pretty freaking big story right now. Like, it's going ultra viral, and obviously your boy does have a couple things to say about this. So let's talk a little bit about it. So first of all, let's start here. Lil Nas X is not really doing anything that hasn't been done before. If you've been paying attention to things in the music industry, this is not the first time a rapper has depicted themselves as God, more specifically Jesus. Kanye West, like a lot of us know, in 2013 dropped this project called Yeezus, and on one of the songs called I Am a God, pretty self-explanatory, he was saying that he is a God, and people were actually calling him God. Blasphemy. And then in 2006, when Kanye was on the cover of Rolling Stone, he, as you can see, depicted himself as Jesus on this magazine cover right here. And then we also have the late great Tupac on his The 7 Day Theory album cover, where if you're looking at the screen, Tupac is hanging from a cross, depicting himself as Jesus. However, there's an excerpt on the cover that explicitly states, in no way is this portrait an expression of disrespect for Jesus Christ. And then also Kendrick Lamar. I feel like this one is kind of overlooked. Now for Kendrick, however, there was a lot of intricacies to him doing this. Like, as an example, he did this as he was performing the song Savior, where he specifically states on the song, I am not your savior. Essentially, he was drawing correlations between himself and Christ as a way to convey the message that he himself, as a public figure and as someone who a lot of people look up to, he's not perfect. And as a matter of fact, he's very imperfect.
I can't wait to see.
So there's way more examples, but these are some of the most famous and most notorious ones. Now, Lil Nas X is essentially doing the same thing here. Now, the main difference between him and these other artists who did this is that, number one, Lil Nas X doesn't have as much class as these other artists when he's doing this, because Nas, he's kind of known for being like an internet troll, which none of these artists who I mentioned are considered as. Despite the controversies of someone like Kanye, he's still very much respected, and obviously Kendrick is very well respected. And Pac is a freaking legend, right? So Lil Nas X putting himself on a cross versus Tupac putting himself on a cross, obviously the lens that it's going to be viewed from is not going to be quite the same. Let's also not forget that Lil Nas X is a guy who not only is known as an internet troll, but there's a lot of people out there who, first of all, they don't respect him because he indulges in a lot of antics. So no matter how much good music Lil Nas X drops, and no matter how talented he actually is, there's an immense subset of people out there who Lil Nas X is never going to be able to win over. He's simply never going to be able to get on a good side of these people, no matter what he does. Now, personally, I don't feel offended by this because I'm not a devoted Christian, nor am I Christian, period. But I will say that I totally understand why there's a lot of people out there who see what Lil Nas X is doing and they don't like this at all. They feel like this is disrespectful. They feel like this is blasphemy. And they don't want to put up with anyone making a mockery of their religion. And honestly, I don't really think you can be mad at those people at all. Because among politics and race, religion is one of those very sensitive topics that most people just don't play with. Especially those people who consider themselves as in this case, devoted Christian. So I don't really think you should be pointing the finger at anyone who feels any type of way about what Lil Nas X is doing. Because again, religion, it's a very touchy thing to play with. And also too, speaking of that, I don't really even think Lil Nas X needs to indulge in any antics, because I think his music is so good, he doesn't need any of this shit. Now that's what I think, but obviously I love his music. I just don't want to see him rub his nipples at me is actually doing this. There's actually an explanation to this, or I want to say a possible explanation, because I ain't inside his head. So I don't really know why he's doing what he's doing. But what he's doing right here definitely leans towards the same reason why he dropped the Call Me By Your Name music video, where he was, of course, dance on the dead. But one of the reasons why he dropped that music video, for anyone who didn't know, is because Lil Nas X stated at some point, I forgot where he said this, but essentially, and I'm kind of paraphrasing, he's always had like a complicated relationship with religion, specifically Christianity, because obviously he's gay, and a lot of the people who've been castigating him for essentially his entire life were Christians. So he used his platform to drop that music video as a way to respond to the excoriation that he's faced from his fellow Christians. Now I say fellow because if you guys did not know, Lil Nas X did actually grow up in a Christian household. As a matter of fact, Lil Nas X's father, R.L. Stafford, who's a gospel singer but also a devoted Christian, who grew up going to church in Bankhead, which is a neighborhood west of downtown Atlanta. He had somewhat of a hard time connecting with his son as a result of him expressing his freedom as he was growing up. So Lil Nas X, as he was growing up, he had like a little rebellious period, specifically in his teen years, and he stated that he felt trapped because he ended up dyeing his hair, and then his dad ended up being really mad at him. At the time, he was 18 years old, and then Lil Nas X, he spoke on it some time back. He said he feels like whenever I do something different, I'm trying to follow in somebody else's footsteps. Now, the reason why I'm bringing all this up is to kind of try to understand why he's doing what he's doing. Because personally, I don't think everything he does should be brushed off as antics. Now, the fact that people do that is obviously his own fault, because he's choosing to operate in a certain manner, and that's obviously going to lead to people having a certain perception of him. But now, knowing a little bit about Lil Nas X's history, it's very clear to me, and it should be clear to you as well, that there are some unresolved matters as far as why he's moving in the way he's moving as it relates to this particular story. With that being said, I'm still not going to blame anyone for feeling some type of way about what he's doing right here. I do, however, think there's an explanation as to why he's doing what he's doing, because to be fair, he did put himself on a cross, which, like we've stated, a lot of other artists have done it as well, but he hasn't explicitly made any ignorant comments about Christianity, and I don't think he would stoop that low because he does come from a family of Christians. But then again, you can't really look at the response he's getting and then brush that off as, oh, people are saying this because he's gay. I would say that the majority of people who are having a very strong negative reaction towards his actions have this kind of response because they feel like it's blasphemy. Now, on the other hand, to Lil Nas X's defense, we do have to be honest and acknowledge the fact that this man right here has faced a lot of unjust treatment from hip-hop. Not only from hip-hop, but from the world in general. And a lot of this negativity has come his way because of his sexual orientation. Yes, he didn't have to flaunt his sexuality right in front of our face, but he did it, and he's time after time elicited a very strong negative reaction from the public, but more specifically hip-hop. So there are a lot of people who despise him and have a lot of disdain for him because he's a man in a genre that's hyper masculine. That's not a term that's negative nor positive, it just is. And on top of that, that's male dominated, and he's gay, but most importantly of all, he's a gay black man, and an openly gay black man in hip-hop isn't something that's really gonna fly with most people. And this is part of the reason why I think Lil Nas X moves in the way that he does as it relates to his sexuality. He knows that the majority of the culture doesn't like him, so if I have the knowledge that none of these people like me to begin with, why in the world should I appease them? As a matter of fact, let me use my platform to troll them, because I know they don't like me. And this is the same reason why a lot of his fans rock with him so hard. Not only is he a very talented musician, but a lot of the people who support him feel like he's serving as a symbol for the people who, like him, might have been castigated from their community or their family because of, let's say, their sexual orientation. And it doesn't necessarily have to be one's sexual orientation. It can be something else. But regardless, the connection that his audience have with him directly comes from the fact that he's that guy that the majority of the culture, hip-hop in his case, doesn't really rock with. But despite that, he's still out here doing what he needs to do, and he's showing up for all the people who might feel the same way in the world, just like he felt when he was growing up. But regardless of that, though, as for this story, I think if Lil Nas X is gonna go down this path, he better be ready for what's about to come, kind of like he was when he dropped the Call Me By Your Name music video. And also, too, if there's some kind of, I don't know, explanation, truth, or reason as to why he's doing this, offering a little bit of context in the music and outside of the music as well wouldn't really hurt at all. Regardless of that, I don't think he's gonna actually get canceled, but there's a lot of people out here who are speaking out against him after these actions right here. Anyway, if you made it this far, can you do me
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, bro. Some of my very worst experiences in life, and I've had crazy stuff happen. I've had people try to do drive-bys on my school with me still in it. Been surrounded by gun-toting gangbangers and robbed. At that point, that's how they got my Gucci backpack and my Brody skateboard. And like 3 pairs of my nunchucks, douchebags. Robbed at gunpoint inside of GameStop. That was my fault. I was in GameStop right before Christmas, hanging out with some. But look, peep game. With all of them crazy situations I've had, bro, some of the most traumatic experiences I've ever had in my life have come from zesty dudes. And some of them don't take no for an answer. One situation, I legitimately almost lost my life from a zesty buff security guard who checked the IDs to get inside of my ritzy crib back in the day. You know what I'm saying? You had to go through the gate where he used to check the IDs. And one day while I'm passing through, after he keeps on hitting on me, telling me he wants to put me in fuzzy handcuffs, and I'm deflecting, you know, changing the subject, trying to help him. I'm not for switching. I'm not a flip-flopper, buddy. I understand, but you're gonna have to get your zesty fix elsewhere. So one day, I guess he got tired of me deflecting, not rejecting, simply reflecting and telling him like, yo, no, that's not my thing. I ain't with that. He's like, yeah, man, you gotta let me put the fuzzy handcuffs on you, bro. I'm like, bro, that's not my thing. One day I'm coming through the gate, perhaps the third or fourth time he did that. I'm going through the gate and he tells me that he's gonna R-word me. He knows which house I'm in because he's guarding all of the houses, all the houses. And he's gonna come into my house, break into my room and handcuff me with fuzzy pink handcuffs and shove me face first into my bed. That's exactly what he told me. So I very politely, it was not polite, I'm lying. I threatened to kill him right there. I'm not in jail no more, bro. I'm not in jail. I'm not about none of that, bro. So I take it as a threat on my life. And I'm like, all right, bro, like, what's good? He's like, yeah, let's do it. Yeah, right now. Fuzzy handcuffs, yeah. I'm thinking we're about to fight to the death. This dude is thinking that since I'm riled up and trying to fight him, like I'm trying to, you know, we're about to fight. He had a different thing going on in his head. He was getting aroused, like, yeah, fuzzy, let's do it. The whole time this happens, his partner has already drawn his gun and is pointing it at me the entire time. Cause his partner he doesn't understand that his friend is zesty. The zesty dudes, they crack Aiden Ross jokes. And then they say, I'm not zesty, it's a prank, it's a joke. And then this is what happens. Anybody run up on me in real life and try to touch me, he's getting PTSD, BlastphamousHD, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and go for it. You got it. So the partner has his gun trained on me, you know what I'm saying, his pistol. At a certain point, after he mentioned the fuzzy handcuffs, yeah, let's do it. Fuzzy handcuffs, yeah, let's do it. Mess me up, do it, yeah. I realized that this dude is looking at this in a dirty way. Like in his mind, he's like, yeah, I'm finally gonna get the zesty nastiness that I've wanted, that I've been lying to people, telling people I don't want, and I got finally, and I realized that when he mentioned the fuzzy handcuffs, yeah, I'm gonna put you in the fuzzy, yeah, let's do it. Yeah, fuzzy handcuffs, yeah. That's when I realized it clicked. I was like, oh, like I'm not about to get shot to death over some dude trying to like get his freak on. Cause I thought it was a fight to just a regular fight to the death. You know what I'm saying? With a dude that had his gun trained on me with the security guard in front of me. And I'm not gonna lie, for a straight man, the worst thing that could happen to a guy, which I'm pretty sure the worst thing that could ever happen to a female, is to be R-worded. Yo, this dude threatened me to my face. His homie got his gun on him, and because the homie's zesty and he don't know how to just move along and find a different zestier target. And that's only one of them. I don't have worse than that though. That's the worst one. Hey, you want to react to a Lil Nas X video he just put out? Apparently he was impersonating Jesus. He wasn't shaking his balls. Good luck to me. Hopefully he doesn't shake his whatever they call it with what he does. Oh God. All right, yeah, very Kanye-esque. You know what I'm saying? All right, yeah, black and white people giving each other dabs. Is that Mariah Carey? Is that Kanye? Word? That better not be the real Obama. Is that real Obama? Lil Nas X, Jake Christ. Oh, this is bad. Oh, I know this is gonna be bad.
Yeah, bust down chain, that was 30 bands. Bust down wrist, that's my bust down 30 inch. Walk up in the club, popping shit like it was double me.
That's why I was on Kaisenet's side. There's no disrespect, he's just like that.
Oh, baby, damn you, Lil Nas X!
Straight disrespect.
Damn you!
Yeah, bro.
You!
I can't watch the rest of this personally.
Go for a 10, we only settle when it's settlements.
Stop!
That's you
no stripper poles in heaven, you nasty mother. You dirty mother. This is wow. Wow. Okay, maybe they're playing Quidditch. Yeah, it's basketball. LeBron James. Okay, this isn't bad. It could be worse. Okay, motherfuckers. Oh my God. I haven't had a headache in like 15, 20 years, bro.
Someone said this is self-torture.
This shit hurts. Like, physically it hurts. Could be worse. This is not even bad. Okay, you keep cheering. This is not better. I don't see. This nigga dressed like one of them like a final boss of you got a big girl. See, that's what's up, giving big girls opportunities. Yeah, see, this ain't bad. Yeah, that ain't no fool. Alright, yeah. Mother, this could be what this is not. Wow. Well, this reminds me of what's that? You Got Served. They was dancing in the rain with that one. That's not bad. Oh, God of War 3 graphics. Yeah, I ain't mad at that. Jesus. Oh man, this lightning is great effects. Whoever edited this is good. Some real good editing. This music video probably cost a lot of money. This is very well done when he's not shaking his man or his he giblets. You know? A new beginning. What, are the animals gonna be zesty too? If anyone is in Christ, he is a new. Yes, that's what's up. I played a lot of horror games. Outlast 1, Outlast 2, Outlast Trials now. I played all the Five Nights at Freddy's. This is the scariest shit I've ever seen in my life. There was a lot of parts in it that I did enjoy, but there was also parts in there that I didn't want no parts of at all. And that's all I got to say about that. Make sure to comment, like, and/or subscribe. It's your boy BlastphamousHD. Twisms.